Welcome everybody to another episode of I Figured You'd Say Toys. This is Ricky Rhymes. I'm going to try my best not to cuss in front of you kids. This is probably one of the best finds that I found this entire past weekend. I recently visited Quake Collectibles. Shout out Dave. You are a super nice guy. I will love to come back. Quake Collectibles is in Chicago, Illinois, around the Irving Park area. He's located on Lincoln Avenue. Super awesome shop. I really enjoyed my time all around it. I'm going to try my best to implement the little video I took. I really kind of felt disrespectful to kind of like showcase the place, but at the same time, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm showing it in a good way. So I'm going to implement a few pictures that I found on the internet, so that way you guys can understand like what type of environment the store is. It's not the craziest big store, but the store has the largest amount of toys I've ever been in. It's like if you went inside of a small store, like a little small store, and you saw the entire Toys R Us inventory of awesome toys. We're not talking just random toys, everyone. We're talking random collectible toys, from the range of Star Wars to wrestling to Masters of the Universe, you name it. There's so many toys in there. I literally couldn't stop and just like look at just one section specifically. I do recommend, if you are gonna go, you're gonna have to definitely go during the week or weekend when you have a lot of time to really just kind of sink your teeth into every little bit of the store. There's a lot of loose ones, and there's a ton of inventory as far as like all the toys that are in there. Super awesome deals, stuff that you're not going to find at a Target, stuff you're not going to find just on a regular basis. A lot of them are old ones, from the Jakks Pacific WWE toys to the latest Mattel WWE toys. And they also even have all elite toys from Jazzwares. It's so awesome, and my specific goal this past weekend was to look for at least an Eddie Guerrero or a Chris Jericho. I met my goal, and ladies and gentlemen, out of the recent Series 8 that is now going to be available probably in stores soon, I have myself a Painmaker version of Chris Jericho with the Inner Circle shirt on. I could not pass up on the Inner Circle shirt. I would say that I don't really like too much of the makeup, but you know what? Hey, the jacket is awesome, the scarf is dope, the hat, it sells it for me. And I love the Inner Circle shirt. That's all that matters. I'm so excited to open this. Thank you, Dave, for taking the time to talk to me and for making me feel welcome as a first-time customer inside your store. I was super excited to get this. This is from the Dynamite from October 16th, 2019. So this was the first year of AEW, and I believe he was fighting Darby Allin at this point right here, as you can see. This is super cool. I cannot wait to open this one. Let's tear it up. Now, if I haven't said it yet, I have passed up on a Chris Jericho before. At the time, that one actually came with the AEW Championship. It might have been part of Series 7, Series 6. But I definitely did pass up on that Chris Jericho not too long ago. By the way, this is such a great figure already for me. I love the jacket. I passed up on a Chris Jericho, right? And I thought that I was going to find something even better. And sure enough, when I passed up on it, because I really wanted a Chris Jericho, maybe with some colorful pants. We might get that one day. But the Chris Jericho that I wanted was like not there yet. And then that's the day I found a Damascus Matt Hardy, and I did not regret my decision ever since. I love that Matt Hardy to death. I'm glad I finally have a Matt Hardy figure to this date. I remember when I was little and I had the Matt Hardy. I had that Matt Hardy. He can slap a tornado. Or as my uncle would say, slap a tomato. Alright, we have a Chris Jericho in front of us. I cannot wait to take him out of his packaging. Doesn't look like he has a lot of plastic. He didn't come with an extra set of hands, but you know what? That's fine with me. Oh gosh. Alright, let's go ahead and see. There is a chase version of this Chris Jericho out there somewhere. Oh, the hat popped off before I could even take him out of the packaging. He is a cold figure, he is. Alright, a little gray for me, but you know what? It's not too bad. We got the... This is Chris Judas, as Danhausen would say. Chris Judas! With the Jeepers Creepers hat. Yeah. For everybody that wants to see, this is a Chris Jericho Painmaker. This is pretty cool, in my opinion. A little scary, but not bad. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright, you know what? The jacket is not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Alright, let's try to see if we can get him out with the hands. No. So it looks like we're going to have to take off the hands just to get the jacket off. It's not the first time I ran into an issue like this. Seth Rollins, in one of the recent Elites, updated Seth Rollins, has an issue with trying to get the jacket off. Okay, this is not bad at all. Okay, so it's not too like plasticky. It's a little bit light in my opinion. It's not too bad. I love the spikes. The spikes are really dope for me. I also love the little back that says Jericho with a little Painmaker makeup in the back. Looks like a little old man Marilyn Manson. Very cool, very cool. Very detailed Chris Jericho. We got a scarf. I love that. We need a scarf with Jericho. Not as crazy like movable as the other one is, but it's not bad. I love the inner circle shirt. Like I said, it's not a soft goods, which I mean to me would have been really cool to have a soft goods, but this is a really cool Jericho figure. Like at first glance you might think that, oh, this is going to be a bad figure, but honestly no. We do have a little bit of paint right up here. Forgot what that muscle's called, but we do have a little bit of paint right there. Probably like an airbrush error. It's not too bad for me. I just really want a Chris Jericho for somebody to get the walls of Jericho. Maybe this would be the Painmaker versus Damascus. Maybe one day I'm going to get a Darby Allin. Otherwise, he's a really great figure. Maybe I have the Painmaker against Kenny Omega. I have a lot of cool AEW figures so far, which is great. But I'd say overall, this Chris Jericho is not bad. Not the best Chris Jericho, but I think overall he's probably one of the top ones for me. Detailed, especially on the tattoos. I have to give it to them for the tattoos. Not bad. Favorite, but I will give him like about an 8.5 out of 10. For just being like an overall pretty cool figure. But like I said, some of the paint issues, I'm not sure if all of them have the same paint issues. The jacket's for me. I love the jacket. The jacket is a really cool jacket. The scarf, the hat, it's just really cool. Pretty big. I'm a really big fan of this one. Yeah, not too bad. I'd say it's about an 8.5 out of 10. One thing I want to get off my chest about Chris Jericho's action figures. From what I've seen, we have Cody Rhodes, Dr. Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, Malachi Black, and Lucha Bros. They're all getting Supreme versions of their action figures eventually, right? And the cool thing about the AEW Supreme action figures, for me, is it feels like you're getting like two toys in one of the same action figure. And I feel like for $40, it may sound like a lot, right? But when you get two different pairs of legs, you get what, 3 to 4 different head scans, all the accessories made for that character for $40. That's not bad. You're like getting 2 for 1 and accessories for $40. That's a pretty great deal. I know it's going to be mostly online, but the cool thing about this is that you get everything for your buck. My little my little tea that I'm gonna give you guys is that where's Chris Jericho's Supreme? Like, for one, I love Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes is already out of the company. I would not have stopped that figure. It's a really great figure. I'm pretty sure everybody who's a big fan of Cody Rhodes right now, WWE, AEW, whoever, it's going to be a really great buy, I think, to buy that Cody Rhodes. I'm still standing by a little bit from buying that Cody Rhodes just because of my little issues with the Double or Nothing one. But aside from that, I do feel like Chris Jericho does need a Supreme Edition, and I hope that version comes out, especially like maybe with Inner Circle and Jericho Appreciation Society. I love the idea of different legs. Maybe you can give him like one pair of like the black pants, and then the other pair can be the white pants, and come with 2 different vests. And you know, all the different head scans for Jericho would be awesome, because Jericho has not really had like different head scans. They've mostly been the same, and some don't really look recognizable for Chris Jericho. Then again, like, Jericho hasn't had the best recognizable head scans. So especially when I was overlooking like some of the ones that this past weekend, just like overlooking like old Mattel Chris Jericho's, like they were like small toys, but you know, the Mattel toys have actually gotten better over time, and I feel like even with Jazzwares' AEW figures, they're gonna get better over time. I can already tell based on the ones that they released recently, especially with releasing Supreme Editions, trying to compete with the Ultimate Editions. I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do later on in time, but I do feel like they do owe Chris Jericho a Supreme Edition, just because he's like one of the best in the business. He's one of the best for AEW, especially being one of the founding fathers of AEW, at least like one of the biggest signings of AEW. So I feel like Papa Jericho, you need your own Supreme collector's edition of your character, because the amount of head scans, the amount of like expressions you make, you deserve like your own Supreme edition of the Jazzwares edition of Chris Jericho. I know you have a lot of toys out. I know you even have like your own Amazon exclusive. Almost, I did pass up on that one as well, but I felt like I needed to see you in store again to finally buy you, and I'm thankful for Quake Collectibles. Again, shout out David. You have an amazing store. Please don't go on Tuesdays. He is not there. He's there from Wednesday to Monday. Don't go on Tuesdays, everybody. He's there every day except Tuesday. I went on Sunday, and Sunday he was available from noon to 4. So like I said, make sure you have enough time to enjoy the store. It's a little small store, but it's one of the best toy experiences I've ever had. Hands down. Seriously. If you are in Chicago, please, Lincoln Avenue, definitely hit up Quake Collectibles. It's an awesome store. I am not lying to you. I even told him himself, dude, I love your store. I'm going to definitely shout you out on my channel because I really love this place. I'm not trying to, you know, kiss ass or anything like that. I'm serious when I say that this is one of the best experiences I ever had. If I did not have a limited amount of time, I would have been there from noon to 4 probably, just trying to check out things, make a decision, probably spend too much money. But you know what? I'm glad I walked out with Chris Jericho. Like I said, 8.5 out of 10. It's not a bad Chris Jericho, but there was a little bit of issues where I was just kind of like, okay, I'm not a fan of that little bit of paint on the upper arm. But otherwise, I was a really big fan of the toy with the jacket, scarf, hat, and just overall having a Chris Jericho finally, especially with the Inner Circle shirt. But I wish I had a Soft Goods Inner Circle shirt. Everybody, thank you for watching this. I'm Ricky Rhymes. This was I Figured You'd Say Toys. See y'all soon.